me, Vicky, you won't regret it. I have pulled plenty of capers in my day, but this one is pure inspiration. Boy, when Gil Prescott gets that soil analysis report, he's not going to be able to get a job in Kingsley, let alone a date. Mr. Rich Playboy will be wiped out forever.
Nancy, I'm still not sure if I want to go through with this.
Well, you better make up your mind. He's going to be here in a minute. You want me to do it?
No. No. I'll do it.
You keep taking that medication I gave you, and I'll see you next Wednesday, okay?
Okay.
All right, hon. You take care now. Well, I hate to keep those people waiting, Ione, but I've got to take a break. Who do we have next?
Patricia Ward. She's a return patient.
Oh, yes, that's the one who was ticklish, huh?
That's too bad that Dr. Ben couldn't come into the clinic this afternoon.
Oh, no, I'll be all right. Besides, I don't want to take that time away from Laurie, you know.
Right. But all the good news is in just about Laurie's recovery.
You know, there's more.
Oh, yes. You know, when you went in the back, Ben told me that he saw Babs Folly down in Fairmont today, and she's doing fine. Now, I know that it just doesn't interest you like it interests me, but, you know, I just had to tell somebody or bust.
No, I can understand. And don't think I'm not interested. From what you've told me about Babs, it's very easy for me to identify with her struggles.
Oh, yes, she's really trying, but, you know, she's all alone, and that grieves me.
Well, I know that, but I was all alone.
Oh, yes, but Babs doesn't know the Lord.
Well, I didn't either. But he put somebody in my path, just like he put you in Babs' path. And we both know he has a definite purpose in that.
Oh, yes, but you know, I really admire that girl, risking her life to give up prostitution and better herself. I know the Lord's got a better plan for her than that.
Absolutely. And her being alone might be just the test that he'll use to soften that crusty little heart of hers. Now, I know you're upset, Ione, and she's like a daughter to you, one of the family. But let's face it, you're a doer by nature. And in this case, all you can do is pray.
Oh, that's what's so very frustrating.
Of course it is, but don't you see that if we believe that God loves Babs, even more than we can imagine, if we really believe that, then we don't need to worry.
Well, preach it, brother.
No, seriously, I mean it. I think sometimes we do too much. Now, I'm not saying that you have, but there's a tendency in all of us to bite off more than we can chew, do more than he would have us do. That's what's happening in the case with my daughters right now.
I know, you feel like maybe your hands are tied.
Exactly, and that may be true, in my case, by my daughter's hostility. But even though it may be painful and, well, there's still a feeling deep down that there's something there. Maybe even a cause for rejoicing.
You know, I know what you mean. Like the Lord's getting ready to do something and you can feel it.
Exactly, and that's all I'm trying to say.
Well, I'm so glad you needed a break. We needed to have this little talk.
We did.
Well, pick one.
Stop pressuring me, will you?
Vicky, you're throwing away our only opportunity to get back at Gil Prescott. Now, look, I'll show you which one's the fall soil analysis report and take
Nancy,
care
you're
of
gonna
it.
wrinkle it. Stop it.
Vicky, will you give it to me, please?
Are you crazy, Nancy? Give me that.
Give it to me.
You are
What do
crazy.
think this?
Nancy.
What's going on here? You don't have to stop on my account. I love to watch women wrestle.
We weren't wrestling.
Well, whatever you're doing.
So I guess you want your permits, huh?
That's putting it mildly, Vicky, yeah. You know, no wonder you two don't get any work done around here.
Very funny. I do plenty around here, Gil, so just keep your comments to yourself.
Fine. Where are the permits?
I have them. Just wait a minute.
Sure. I mean, what's another minute after all these weeks I've been waiting? I'll tell you, though, this would have never happened if Redland still worked here. That's for sure. No, they really screwed up letting him go. That's politics for you, though.
Vicky, will you give him his permit so he can get on with his precious Canterbury complex and leave us alone?
And if Gene Redlin or anyone else in the whole world worked here, you certainly wouldn't be. Congratulations, Vicky. You really hired a winner over here. You know, next time I need a personnel director, I'll definitely hire you.
I hope you're as pleased with yourself as you seem to be.
Vicky, give him the permits, will you?
Yeah, give me the permits, will you? Come on. I don't feel like playing any games. I got a lot of work to do. Thank you. Where's the soil analysis? You know I need that to get started.
I have that too.
Well, come on, come on. What do you want me to do? Make 2 trips? Let me have it.
Yeah, Vicky, let him have it.
Okay. 1 soil analysis coming up. There you go.
All right. Yeah, thank you. You know, I don't know why they always make me mess around with these soil reports. I mean, it's obvious where a building ought to go. See you later.
You did it, Vicky! I knew it! You did it!
He might hear you. Now the only problem I have to iron out is that one.
Well, fantastic. I told you you could do it. I knew you would.
I know, but you didn't tell me how good it was gonna feel.
Laugh about the way I usually take for granted the way we used to always get along. Babs and Miriam. Oh, you couldn't scare up 2 people from very different, opposite backgrounds, and then you throw me in the pot. Ah, but we loved each other so much, and that's the work of the Lord.
I know. And that's why I'm so frustrated. I do love my daughter as my ex-wife. Boy, how I hate that term, as if you can X out someone you've spent half your life with. But how can they know that I love them if they won't even see me?
Well, the same way I'm going to get Babs back safe and Miriam too. And that's the only way, through prayer. Now, you know, I don't think the Lord needs any persuading, but we need to stay with him a little bit more in prayer.
And keep reminding each other. You see how easy it was for me to give you the answer that I was searching for? Hey, Ben! Oh, well, what do you know? I just couldn't stay away. How'd you get everything done at the hospital?
Yes, and a little more. I don't want to upset you, and I wouldn't hurt you for the world. But Gene is out of line. He is way out of line.
What's the matter?
Man, what's the matter?
He wants to do an article about Lori. Now, what's that supposed to be? Human interest? Now, that is my wife, Ione. And your son should know better.
Ben, Gene wouldn't hurt you and Laura for anything in the world.
Well,
You
he
know that.
already has. The very fact that he would even think to ask me.
But it's his job. I mean, you know,
His job, all right. It's his job to expose Lori to public humiliation and pain. And somehow it's also his job to protect Babs. Is that right?
I don't know what you mean.
Okay, I told him we saw Babs yesterday up in Fairmont. She's working as a waitress there at Walter's Restaurant right near Mercy Hospital. And he tells me to keep a lid on it. Fine. I said, fine. I wouldn't think of making that public knowledge. And then he turns right around and wants to do an article about Lori? Now, that is ludicrous.
Now, come on, Ben, take it easy. It's all going to work out fine. I'm glad you stopped by here at the clinic.
Well, I didn't intend to. But driving around in circles wasn't helping either.
Now, come on, Ben. Let's go in the back. We can talk.
No, if you want to talk to Gene. He's the one who needs a talking to.
Oh, Ben, Gene wouldn't do a story like that unless his job required it.
Yeah, well, he thinks they're innocent. I mean, he wants to risk hurting my wife to clear a couple of punks. Now, can you believe it?
Ben, go in the back. I'll be there in a minute.
Right. Sorry.
Oh, come on, Ione. Now, don't worry about it. I'll talk to him.
Oh, I won't, but I just hope he doesn't hold this against
He won't.
Gene.
He won't. Now, don't worry. I'll talk to him, and I'll be just a minute. Then we'll get back to our patients, all right?
Oh, dear Lord, in spite of it, this is the day you have made.
great for me, too. Ah, what a cheap oak. Did you leave something behind? Like a tip? What do you want? Hey, I've been doing right, honest. I've been doing lots better, see? Didn't you see my John leave?
How much?
$25.
I need more. I need more money.
Well, you've come to the wrong place. That's it. That's all I've got. Honest, Lance told me to hand it over to him and no one else. So please give it back.
No, I need more. I need more money.
Oh, Blue, stop!
Where is it?
Blue, I don't have any money. Please, no.
Where?
Blue, honest. Look.
Where is it?
Look, Blue, I can get you some more, okay?
Huh?
Look, I'll ask the girls. Now wait here, all right? Can you wait here a minute?
Where are you going?
I'm just gonna ask the girls for some more money.
I'll kill you.
No.
I will. I'll kill you.
No, please. I'll come back with some more money.
Well, don't tell Lance and Ronnie, huh?
Oh,
all right?
I won't.
All right?
I won't tell anybody. Look, you please let me go, all right?
All right.
And I'll come back with some money.
All right.
Look, it might not be much, but it'll be more than you've got there, please.
Hurry, huh? Hurry, yeah.
I'll be right back.
Go on. Hurry. Money somewhere. I need money.
Here, I got your money.
How much, huh? How much you get?
There's
How
50
much?
there,
How
I
much?
think, and with my 25, you can have...
It's not enough. I need more. I need more.
I
more
can't
money.
get you more. You know we don't keep it. Blue Lance already collected. I can't have any more till tonight.
When?
I have some John's coming tonight, early tonight. If you can wait, I can have maybe $100, and you can have it all.
Okay. All right. I need the money for a trip.
I believe you. It doesn't matter. If you can wait, you can have it all.
Okay. Bring it to warehouse 19 on the docks. All right.
Where?
Warehouse 19 on the docks.
Docs, I don't know the area. Can't you just come here?
No. Warehouse 19 on the docks.
All right. Warehouse 19.
Right.
I'll be there.
You be there. All right. Okay.
What?
You better be there, Paul. You better. I'll find you. And I've been making sorry. Yeah, you ever met me? I'll cut you, Paul. I'll cut you up.
I'll be there.
Yeah.
I'll be there with your money.
You'll be there. Yeah.
Well done, Marty. It was very valuable information. It was just what I wanted to hear. You take care of yourself, all right?
Hello. It's Russ Weaver.
No, Miss Bigtone. Yeah, Weaver.
Yeah, Ron, just checking in. So no sign of Blue yet, but I still have a few things I'm gonna check into. I'll find him, don't worry about it. Takes 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, non-stop, I'll find him.
Yeah, Weaver, I believe that you will find him. All right. You keep me posted.
Yeah, I will. One more call.
Well, it's Lance.
What's wrong, man? Am I late or something?
Did I say you were late?
No, it's just you said.
Ramona, fix us something to drink, would you please?
I don't want nothing. I don't want. That's fine. So, is there any word on Blue yet?
Weaver will find him.
We haven't found him yet.
No, not yet. But I'm not worried about Weaver. As a matter of fact, I just spoke to him on the phone.
Oh, yeah? He knows where Blue is?
No, but he's committed.
Oh, come on, Ron. I went over to Blue's house already.
Weaver's gonna handle it from now on. You just stick with the girls.
Oh, come on, man. We'll be here till doomsday. Weaver will never find
I'm willing
him.
to give him till doomsday because he's gonna find Blue before then. And he'll certainly find him before you. Thank you, Ramona.
Oh, yeah? How? He don't know Blue like I know him. He doesn't know how he thinks. He doesn't know how he operates.
Have you found him yet?
No.
Well, then maybe you don't know him as well as you think you do.
All right, man. Okay, so Weaver finds him. What then? You think he has the guts to kill him? He couldn't even slap around Paula. He couldn't even handle a little hooker.
All right, you've made your point. We'll just have to wait and see if he catches up to Blue.
All right. So Blue knows we're after him, man. Now, where would a guy like that hide out? Probably in a warehouse or some dump somewhere, right? Like a frightened little puppy.
Perhaps. We'll let Weaver discover that. And then if our college boy can't dispose of Blue, I'll let you exterminate him. I'm not opposed to a little teamwork.
I miss you. When am I going to see you? It seems like you're working around the clock now.
Hey, babe. Listen, I don't like it any more than you do. Believe me.
Well, can't you do something to change it?
Wish I could. But, I'm low man on the totem pole. You know how that is. New kid in town. I gotta put in twice as much time as the old guys around here. I tell you, though, if Andy Cloud around here at all, I'd dump all this work and spend all my time with you. Mariana. I wish that I could see you right now.
Well, me too. So when are you going to have some free time? Look, I have placed you #1 on my list of priorities, Mr. Weaver. So just name the time.
I wish I could, but listen, hey, I have to hang up right now. I can't tie the line up anymore, so...
Russ?
I have to hang up, okay? I'll call you later, I promise.
But when? I mean, here at the office?
No, later. Listen, don't worry about it. Just go out, have a good time or something.
But, Russ...
No, listen, I gotta go, okay? Love you.
Freshen this up for me, would you please, sweetheart?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Lance, don't worry. I'm not taking you out of the search completely. Who knows, you may get lucky and stumble onto something. But as I said, Weaver is committed.
Yeah, sure he's committed because he wants revenge.
Whatever it takes. Anyway, I don't have to use my imagination too much to see a little bit of Weaver's old man in him.
Oh, come on, Cardello?
That's right, Vince.
Oh, man, come on. That's like comparing Al Capone to Ramona.
Well, I'm sure you can't see it because you're in competition with Weaver. But from where I sit, I may have just found myself a diamond in the rough.
Oh, you think I'm jealous of that guy?
Did I say that?
Yeah, you said we're in competition. I don't care nothing about Weaver. He'll never stand up to Cardello's, his
potential?
Yeah, that's right, potential. He's blown everything he's tried to do in his life. What do you want to be? He wanted to be a doctor or something like that,
Well, some
didn't he?
people fail at what they try to do because they're in the wrong element. In Weaver's case, I feel he may have found his at last. It's hereditary. Who knows? In either case, it shows me one thing. Weaver has something. It shows me another thing, that he has potential.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Well, I'm glad that you submitted to that possibility, Lance. But even though you're not suited to the task of finding Blue, I do have another job for you.
Yeah, what's that?
Babs.
Babs, you found Babs?
I placed an informer in the Chesterfield clinic where Mrs. Redlin works. It was on a hunch, but it was a good one because Babs is alive and well. Temporarily. At the present time, she's been working as a waitress at Walter's restaurant near Mercy Hospital.
Mercy, I never heard of that.
It's in Fairmont, about 50 miles from here. Now, as soon as the matter of Blue is taken care of, I want you to take care of Babs.
Sure. It'd be a pleasure. Be a real pleasure.
Get it, Papa. I got all night. I mean it.